circumstance, and I saw that 17 countries were in there. It's being abused. In other words, so can you just explain to us once and for all how it works and how it's being abused?
Well, it's absolutely being abused, and the Trump team knows this. Look, temporary protective status is supposed to be just that, temporary in nature. But what previous administrations...
Hey, Mike, how are you? Welcome in. Brian. Hello, Crystal, how are you? A little live tonight. Probably go about an hour. So what we're gonna talk about tonight's live. First of all, and most of all, hope everybody's doing well. How's everybody doing today? How was your week? Hopefully everybody's week's getting better. Crystal, prayers are still with your son. Mike, I hope you're doing well in Florida. Laughs, how are you? VIP auction group. My son is home and out of the hospital and doing well. Wow, prayers are answered. Thank God. Thank God, Crystal. That's good news. I'll wait for some more to come in. Be a little live tonight. Most importantly, it's been about a month now that Trump's been president. We're going to talk about who is Lutnick was sworn in today, Commerce Secretary by the Vice President J.D. Vance. That's good news. And we're going to talk about mostly Trump. Talk a little bit about the homeless. And I got to tell you, things are changing rapidly, right? And we're going to get into DOGE a little bit too, and what more I know this evening, what I'm hearing from some representatives and my CPA and accountants, and the good news and not so good news. Some good news, some not good news. We're going to get into that as well in today's live. I'm going to read some numbers out that you guys, I don't know if you guys had a chance. I know a lot of you are busy. Did anybody get a chance to go into DOGE and read any of that?
But they actually have to go into the neighborhoods.
There won't be a lot of gold in Fort Knox. No, I got it all. I got all the gold. I'm going to read off. There's so much in the DOGE that they created, but I'm going to read some of these numbers. They are just ridiculous, the amount of millions of dollars that you won't believe why they want to give a 20% payback to some taxpayers. But I'm going to get into the bad news on what I'm hearing and what some of my accountants think is going to happen, as well as will it even pass the Congress? Will it even pass the Congress? Even though it's a majority Republican, but you got to sell this, and it's going to be hard to sell it to some Republicans and majority of Democrats. So we're going to get into that towards a few minutes of it. I'm going to wait for more to come in on this Friday night. Janine, how are you, Janine? I hope you're doing well and everything's good in your neck of the woods. Thank God today I haven't seen anything about any kind of plane crashes. That's, I suppose, is good news there.
Trump, who continues, as you said, to put this on the forefront of one of his many priorities. You didn't hear President Biden at all talk about the fentanyl crisis or his solution set to it. He almost ignored it for 4 years. And what President Trump has done with the cartels and designate them as a foreign terrorist organization, he's going at the heart of the problem.
So just in 4 weeks, guys, I had to read some notes here. So let me just read some numbers here real quickly before we get into DOGE again. 11,888. Who are these? What is that number? What is that 11,888? It is, hold on, I just got a call here. Hold on, guys. Sorry for 1 second. Just want to make sure everything's okay. So 11,888, ABC 123. These are murders and rapists from other countries. That number, think about that 1 second. 11,888. These are bad men and women from other countries, right? They're here and they're being sent back in airplanes. Marco Rubio's got them sent back. So a lot of these people are already going back to other parts of the world, like Venezuela, Mexico, China, and this, that, whatever. Hello, Red Dragon. Come on in if you're new. Let us know if you're new. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the content, and support the other YouTube channels. Now, I'm going to read off some of these crazy amount of millions of dollars on DOGE. This one here I highlighted. You ready? This here cracks me up a little bit. 21 million for voters turnout in India. Let me repeat it. $21 million in voter turnouts. How about spend that money here? This was the previous administration, Gregory. Hello, Gregory. So 21 million for voters turnout in India. That money is your taxpayer money, my taxpayer money, your family taxpayer, anybody's paying into taxes, Frank Eagle. Another one, 29 million for just two people. So two people are really rich. 29 million for two people to strengthen the political U.S. government. Two people are getting that kind of money. Now, you tell me that's not fraud? What is? 21 million. $47 million for the Treasury in Asia. In Asia, making them rich. So this is what the administration has done. Kamala and Biden, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and the list continues. 100 million for condoms. Not condoms here in the United States, but 100 million for condoms for other countries, including Hamas. It was 50 million, and another 50 million went out, according to Donald Trump, the greatest president, in my opinion, ever. $100 million for condoms, not in our nation, in Hamas. I'm going to read some more in a little bit. But Trump has done so much in 1 month, like, for an example, day one, he stopped immigration millions, 21 million just in criminals alone, right? And he stopped it on day one. And he's got the natural gas, and of course the pipeline's going to make America economy so much better than probably his previous administration before COVID came along. It's an amazing job that he's doing, ABC 123. It's amazing kind of job what he's doing. What I'm waiting for now is him to reach out now and direct some of this money to the homeless people. I mean, I'd like to see everybody get some kind of a $5,000 Fazul's check or whatever, but I personally would like to give my money, seriously, guys, give that money to the homeless and the vets. Vets first. The vets that are homeless, and then the veterans, and then the homeless people, and that kind of stuff, and then go ahead and give leftover. But I mean, these are ridiculous numbers. We're going to read some more in a minute. I'm going to read some comments, and we're going to continue on. Let me just see here. Crystal, thank you so much. I'm going to put that in there real quick, Crystal. Pin message. Thank you for being here, moderators, Mike and Crystal and Janine. I don't know if I've seen Lovebirds. I know Fabian's driving. Fabian is going to go see a show tonight. He just wanted to say a shout out to everybody, and he misses everybody. He's got his YouTube channel that he's working on. I wish him a lot of luck, and he's he's got a show to go in, and he might stop in a little bit. All right, let's see who else is in here. Gabriel's in the house. I'm gonna read a few comments. We're gonna get into it a little bit, and now I just want to explain everybody that the pros and cons here. First of all, most of all, this DOGE. Don't believe the fake news CNN. They're not coming after us. They're not trying to get our credentials. They're not going to try to audit us. All the audit they've been doing, what Elon wants to do is, pretty much, let's not go after us, most of us, right? Unless you're making millions. If you are, God bless you on here. But he wants to make sure that they go after the corporate, the billionaires and millionaires, and then all this money. Now, I got to read some more. All this wasteful money. Hello, Lori. Good to see you in here, Lori. Good to see you in here, Lori. We got everybody in here tonight. But yeah, that's what he's not going after us. They're not trying to audit us. They're not hiring more IRS. It's nothing to do with that. Trump just wants to crack down on wasteful spending so we can have a better economy. Now, whether they go ahead and send this $5,000 Fazuls or money or payback, as Ozzy said yesterday, I'm going to tell you what I think. I know last night I was very optimistic, but what I'm hearing today, I would say it's going to be very slim to none if it happens, because the fact of the matter is it's going to have a hard time passing Congress. It's not like a stimulus check to stimulate the economy. This was money that is owed to us. It could happen, but you have to convince the Democrats, Republicans in Congress right now that this money, all these numbers are true. Now, according to what I heard, the IRS, stay with me everybody, is already fixed this. But what they didn't fix, it was like an audit. So it's like me fixing my taxes. Maybe I forgot to write off this beautiful Trump hat or this jacket or whatever it might be. So I fixed it, but did I fix the numbers? they didn't fix the numbers. The numbers are still way off by like billions and trillions of dollars. But here's another one for you guys: $4.7 million for people that are 100 to 109. Let me repeat it: $4.7 million for people that are 100 years old, God bless, 109, that are on Social Security. Here's the deal: it's one thing if it was sent out, another thing if it's been cashed, received, then that's fraud. So that's why Elon Musk and Trump is implemented this DOGE situation. That's a lot of money. That doesn't make sense. And I think why they did it is they didn't think they're going to get caught. Hey, Sal, did you hear? Yeah, I was just Crystal. It was just coming on before this live, or I would have talked about it. Yes, and I didn't ignore your on that Luigi Mangione trial started. Yeah, his trial started, and we'll get into that a little bit if you guys want to talk about that. I know this can get a little frustrated and this, that. Well, we can get into that a little bit. But yeah, I did hear about that. So let's see here. Marge is in the house. Marge, how are you doing? How are you doing? Where are you coming in from? Yeah, that Luigi Mangione, refresh everybody, what Crystal's alluding to, was that CEO that was gunned down, shot in the back in New York City, and his trial started today. A lot of people, a lot of younger people, him being a nice-looking young man, Italian, from his family from Sicily is what we were talking about. His trial started today. We can talk about that. I still think there's a chance that he'll probably, just in my opinion, he might have a hung jury when it's officially, because all you need to do is convince one jury, and there's going to be people out there going to say, okay, good, we needed this. Let me make this clear to everybody: if it was him and he did this, he should be in jail forever. We don't like that kind of stuff. That's not what this channel's about or America's about. But I'm just telling you how people think these days. So all right, so where the hell's my water? Yeah, it's all it takes, because he Luigi Mangione, all it takes is one person, one jury to say, you know what, there's not enough evidence, he doesn't look like the guy, with AI and this, that, whatever. Deep down inside, I'm not judging anybody. Hey, they've been stealing our money forever. And again, in case you're new to this channel, nobody ever deserves to be shot in the back like that. Not from anybody, not from an Italian, Irish, black, white, gay, whatever. It's bad stuff, right? But I'm just saying, I'm getting inside psychology, how people would think, and he could be found not guilty. Okay, let's go back to this now. So now, ready for this? According to Trump and Elon Musk, the Democrats say there's one person living who's 240 years old. What the hell were they drinking? So one person, 240 years old, was getting Social Security. Are you kidding me? What the hell kind of administration did we just have in the last 4 years? And come on, we all know there's nobody living 240 years old, let alone 140 years old. And I don't even know how many people that are alive when they say 4.7 million that are alive at 100 years old, 109 years old, and getting Social Security. It's just simply not true. And I got to tell you, there should be some charges pressed against the previous administration. They're the ones who should be found guilty of some of these crimes. Not Donald Trump, what he went through. They should be, the tables should turn. Come on. All that money spending. Did I miss anything? Oh, here's one for you guys. Ready for this? So $486 million for elections. They spent $486 million for elections. The Democrats did, okay? $47 million for Treasury in Asia. Did I tell you that? We talked about the condoms. It's ridiculous. $40 million for migrants. $40 million was spent for migrants. So all this wasteful money is why Trump says, hey, this is not adding up. They straightened it out, but they didn't straighten them out and that's why that CAO woman resigned. Come on. We weren't born yesterday. It's our first rodeo. And that's why she resigned, and that's why they're going to come to the bottom of this. But now, the bad news is, again, even if it does pass the Congress, And I believe Trump would, stick to his words, right? And he would give out the 20%. It doesn't mean we're all going to get it, because what happens to that is it's only going to go to certain tax bracket. So it depends on how much you paid in to Social Security. Like I pay into Social Security, but I have enough credits, but it's all going to depend on your tax bracket, how much you paid in. I'm not a CPA or anything like that, but the way I was explained from my CPA, some would get it, some would, if it passed Congress. And I'm telling you right now, I would say slim to none that it will pass, because you're going to have a very difficult time convincing the Congress, okay? Because it could convince us or MAGA, and it could even convince some Democrats, but to convince all of them on a majority, I would find it, I would be very surprised. I would jump in my pool and it's cold, if it would pass Congress. So, but what could happen, they can come into some kind of agreement and say, let's put a big dent into the deficit and get that down, which can stimulate the economy somehow. That very well could happen. So we'll see on how that unravels. But again, going back to Trump in 1 month, day one, stop immigration, right? 21 million rapists, murderers coming over from all parts of the world. Venezuela is very happy because you heard Trump multiple times. Their economy, they're doing well because they all came here. The Biden and Kamala administration let this happen, right? And the natural gas and clean coal is huge, because we all know windmills, they kill birds. Windmills kill birds, and you have to spend millions of dollars on it. It was just another wasteful spending called DOGE. So there you go. Our taxpayer money from the previous administration spending trillions of dollars. That's not helping American people. And again, most people woke up, and that's why Trump won on a landslide. That's it pretty much in a nutshell, right? And one more thing I want to point out. ICE. Shout out to ICE. Hunting down the bad guys and bad girls. Hunting them down, putting them on planes, flying them back. Get rid of them. We don't want them here. Those we want to get rid of right away. Trump's made it clear. ICE. So many people in Long Island, I don't even want to talk about it on here because it's too graphic. And I know a lot of people couldn't hear it. But let's just use your imagination. I don't know why Long Island, but Trump made it clear in Long Island, other parts of the state too, they were taking these young ladies and just, horrible. And they weren't even, they were doing it with weapons. Just bad people. And this was all caused by the previous administration. So now, what president has done so much in 1 month, right? Not to mention the wars that he's really optimistic that they're going to end very soon. All right. Amazing kind of job. Love or hate him, Donald Trump. This is the stuff that he's doing. High five, fist bump. Right back to you, Patrick Cooper. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. Appreciate you. I have to keep looking at this. 21 million coming into this nation, and 3 murder rapists. What were they thinking, administration? They weren't thinking. They didn't care. They didn't care about us. By the way, Donald Trump approval rating, highest ever. Highest right now, up to date. His approval rating, that's still very early. It's only 1 month. So let's not get real happy, Sal. Thank you, Crystal. I seen that. But in just 4 weeks, the highest approval. That's amazing, right? But guys, for a lot of people, like including my mom, I love you, Mom, are getting mixed up with CNN. They're not trying to get rid of Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security. All they want to do, and that's why they have, I think from his Howard Lutnick, I think it's Lutnick, who just got sworn in today as Commerce Secretary. They just want to modify it and see who is really getting it. When I say who, there is people here, thank you, Mike, that are taking advantage of it, but I think they're really trying to go after is those people who came here illegal that are using our Medicaid, right, Medicare, Social Security, and so on. That's what they're really going after, right, is those people. They're not coming after the average person. I mean, there could be some people out there just crooked, but those are the people he's going after, okay? So they're not coming after our Social Security. They're not trying to take away your food stamps or SNAP benefits. They're not trying to take away your Medicare or Medicaid, right? They're trying to get these people that are on it to balance the budget and see if they committed fraud. And then that money, that 20%, they, like Trump says, give it to the people, put it on a deficit, whatever, make America better again. It's just common sense. They knew what they were doing, the Democrats. They weren't stupid. They exactly knew what they were doing. They didn't give a shit. And that's why they lost, because the Democrats, a majority of people voted for Donald Trump. Even to this day, people who don't like Donald Trump are very happy that they voted for him, because they know that we are on the right track as America to straighten this out, not just for 4 years, but probably for a lifetime. So that's where we're at tonight. I'm going to read some comments here. Janine, thank you for the, I see that. Crystal, thank you. Thank you, moderators here. Unfortunately, they think that, mods, myself, and other YouTube channels want to just remove people, this, that, whatever. But unfortunately, we have people that, just are very ignorant and hateful. It's one thing disagreeing. You have your freedom of speech, by the way. Speaking of freedom of speech, Trump says freedom of speech. I give that on here. You can come on and give it to me and disagree on all this, but simply, that's your right. But it's one thing. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Coming on here and doing some bad things. We'll just leave it at that. So, Ozzy's in the house. Where's my beer? Where's my beer? I do got beer. I got 2 beers. Last night we had a scorpion. A shot. Boy, I tell you, it was all night long. There was a rumbling in my stomach. Tonight I have water and Diet Coke. Crazy these numbers, though. I'll repeat them maybe 1 or 2 more times. And guys, the moderators, everybody who's on here, I got new audience coming in here, so I'm going to go over some of these numbers again, because I had to really go and look deep into this. It's amazing. But this one really cracks me up. The one that really cracks me up is, well, there's a lot of them. Condoms. The condoms. Whiskey Tango's in the house, 1950. How about condoms? 50 million and another 50 million for condoms. And Hamas, Hamas means hate. We're helping them out. Coke Zero Sugar is better, Sal. Yeah, I know it is. That's what Lizette says. Condoms, Crystal. Condoms. Not for Americans, but for... I mean, come on. This is what the administration did. Crazy. Now, I have a new cigar. Not new. I haven't smoked a cigar in a while. Taco cigar. Not bad cigar. Not a bad price, like $8. I'm going to spark that up right now. And I'm going to read some message. So I've talked enough. The Bunny Mom's in the house. Bunny Mom, I haven't seen you in a while. Bunny Mom, thank you for your support. Appreciate it. We took care of some homeless people today. Happy Friday. Right back to you, Debbie. God bless you, Debbie. Good to see you on here, Debbie. Thank you for your support. Seen you in here a couple times now, Debbie. Appreciate it. Barbara says condoms made into bombs. Krista, how are you, Krista? Sal, I found a $10 cigar. I'm going to send it. I'm going to send you, and it's a pina colada. I'll smoke it. Richard Harder's in the house. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody had a good week, a productive week. Positive vibes, positive energy, staying safe, staying out of trouble. A lot going on with Trump. Just 1 month. If you're a Trump supporter or not a Trump supporter, he's done more than any president I can remember. I hear you, Rick Schwab. MAGA. Make America so great again, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple different hats. I want to put this hat on. Gives me a little bit more hair. Kamala, you're fired. Where's Lovebirds at? Barbara said, I'll drink some pina colada. Today was Margarita Day. Did you guys know that? Margarita Day. And make American great racist. Mini-Me. Now the party can start. Mini-Me's in the house. Hello, Mini-Me. Hmm. Forget about it, Crystal. Enough's enough with that, right? We move on. That's what we do on here. We move on. I gotta tell you, what do you guys think? Has Trump brought a great team in? This guy, Howard Lutnick, I like he smiles, but he's not like Kamala, like goofy smile. Ah! Yeah, he smiles. He's positive. He got on stage, didn't try to outsmart Trump or JD Vance. He said, "Thank you." You guys haven't got a chance. I'm not going to show it, but if you get a chance, watch Howard Lutnick. He was sworn in as Commerce Secretary by the Vice President JD Vance. First, he said thank you to the Commander-in-Chief. Then he looked over to his, I think it was his right, and said, J.D. Vance, thank you, appreciate it. He thanked his family. He was very positive. He's got some smart, intelligent people wrapped around him, including Marco Rubio, my favorite. He's got smart people. Richard's in the house. Hello, Richard. Fire it up, Friday. You should name your live today sound. Richard, I tell you, that would have been great. I like that. See, I fire it up. Yeah, he's got Crystal. You know, he's doing such a great job. And if you're coming in here, he's not perfect, and I'm probably going to call him out a few times. Logan, how are you, Logan? Thanks for your support on here. Appreciate it. Robert Lopez. Nick Allen says sad. But yeah, I mean, hate him or love him. You know, I'll call him out on he's not going to be perfect. But man, just in 1 month, you got to be happy to be American. Okay, I tell you that. You got to be 100% happy. There it is, Mini-Me. How'd you know I was going to put it up? Great, Logan. Look at that. God bless us, huh? Who the hell want to go live somewhere else? I say this all the time. I have people that are moving to Spain. They're moving to Italy, Ireland. They're great places. Germany. They're great places to go on vacation, but not to live. Not when you have Donald Trump as president. Bunny Mom, yes, we welcome everybody on here. Bunny Mom says, I'm subscribed over here. I've seen you here before. All right. We welcome everybody, really do. Our job is not to just people ask to get timed out. The ridiculous stuff they do and say, and I'm not even going to, disagreement is all the way fine to do should be fine to do on any channel. Shit, I disagree on myself sometimes. England's in the house. Shout out to England. England. Freedom of speech. Thank you, Krista. Appreciate it. High five, fist bump. Thank you so much. Obey my dog, or what else? That's a good name. But gas prices are going up. Gas prices are going down in Vegas. I don't know where you're at, my friend. Gas prices going down in Vegas. I just filled my Jeep up for $60. 3 months ago, it was $100. Yeah, Ozzy. You always make me laugh, Ozzy. It's always good to see you on here, Ozzy. How about this, Ozzy? How about this for you over here? I got your hair. Look. As long as you don't answer yourself, that's right. I do that once in a while, Richard. Kelly Johnson, it's a taco. I don't know who makes it, but it's good. Yeah, I was going into work today, and I went to a meeting, and they're saying, when's this $5,000 coming, Sal? I said, I don't know. Minimod, Isabella. Baldwin says his on day one was BS. His meaning who? Trump? All right. Yeah, what's happened with that? If you're just coming in here, Isabella, shout out to Isabella. How's Isabella doing in school? Tuning into the live. Smarter than most Democrats. I'm only kidding. It's true. You gotta laugh a little bit. Yeah, it's a taco cigar. Not bad, Kelly. Kelly Johnson. Not bad. Medium to full body. Not bad. All right. You guys want me to talk about the 5,000? I know Mike and Chris are like, no, you already talked about it. All right. So we're going to say it one more time for those who are coming in. So the far as the how did they get that 5,000? And Dizzy's in the house. Dizzy, I'm smoking a taco. Very good. The wasteful spending, Trump wants to get about 20%, and it calculates to about 5,000. It could be a little bit more, a little less. It's talking to several CPAs and what I know and some of the representatives I talk to, it'll be very difficult to pass Congress. And even though it's a majority of Republicans in it, it's going to be very hard to convince Republicans, really hard to convince Democrats, very hard to convince that this wasteful spending, which they found out with AI and Elon Musk, that it's wasteful spending, right? It's going to be very hard to convince them. Now, what could happen, they could convince them on maybe putting a couple $1 million and helping out our economy or deficit. But to go ahead and send the taxpayers back the money, and then they would have to calculate who they send it out to. Are they sending it out to majority of people who are over 150,000? You notice I didn't say under 150, because when I'm hearing most of the people, aka Caroline's in the house, shout out to aka Caroline. Say that 5 times. And I'm not even drinking, Caroline. It's going to be very hard to convince to give it out to people that are making like $100,000 or more, because then it would actually, people who really need it is the people who are making less, right? I say just give it to the vets and the homeless. I know people are here, well, wait a minute. I can use it too, Sal. I just don't think it's happening, but hey, I've been wrong before, and I could be wrong again. So, Freshly Wild's in the house. Sal for Congress, put me on the ballot, Freshly Wild. You can write me in. Just put me right in. I'll go in Italian style. All right, Richard says, supposed to go to 79 million households, not individual people. Yeah, and, Richard, that's right. But, again, it's how much people have put in to the taxes and Social Security again. But a lot of it was just simply wasteful money, simply fraud. So, here's Trump right here. He never sleeps, this guy. It's like every time I look up, I'm like, this can't be live. And he's on TV. He's at NASCAR. He's at the Super Bowl, rooting on for the Eagles. I mean, he's just doing so much. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me read Bunny Mom's message. The Bunny Mom. So what I'm asking, if you're on SSI when you get to 5,000. So again, if it's implemented, the Bunny Mom, if it goes through, if it passes Congress, it'll probably be close to the end of the year, maybe sooner. But again, it has to go past the Congress. We'll have to see on how that all. First of all, they have to see if they committed fraud, right? And how they commit fraud is, okay, for an example, let's just say, for an example, I'll just rule this one real quick. 4.7 million with an M. People from 100 years old to 109. First of all, finding that money is one thing, but then finding that money, and that money was spent to immigrants, or I don't know, maybe there is people out there, maybe there is 4.7 million people out there. Could one of my moms look it up, Google it. See how many people, I'm just kidding. No, really, how many people are living between the ages of 100 and 109 in the United States? But anyhow, if that was cashed, Bunny Mom, then that's fraud. And then if they could see there's enough to be committed fraud, and then they had to sell that sell that to Congress. And then if it passes Congress, of course, it has to go to the House. So it's not easy. It's not like your stimulant to comedy. Remember, we had a shutdown and COVID. That was something different, right? And even that was hard, right? But this will be, in my opinion, a lot harder as I read into it, as Richard says, and how many people and taxpayers they're actually going to give it to, who paid into it, households, household meanings, husband and wife, two men, two women, whatever your thing is, one household. If you don't pay into Social Security or you didn't pay enough into it, then I would say you're not eligible. But again, I'm not a CPA. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing, and it makes sense to me, some of it. So it'd be nice, though. It'd be nice to get it. Andrew, welcome in. MAGA wants to what? Some government cheese? Oh, we have another bunny in the house? Oh yeah. Yeah, we do. We have two bunnies. Expert bunny. Interesting. I like it. We'll call it a bunny night. Teresa Davis is in the house. Call it a bunny night, Teresa. What's going on tonight? It's a bunny night. I like that comment. No sleep. All right. I'm a tech corp. Very good. Smart. Smart. That's what Trump likes. Smart people. I love it, Dizzy. I'm glad they're talking about it right now, actually. Or they were just like 5 minutes ago. It's funny you bring that up, Dizzy. I like that. Just a couple. I'm just going to add words like CNN, if you don't mind, Bunny Mom. Just like, forget about it. Just a couple of bunnies over here hopping around. Yeah, there you go, Mini-Me. Let's all do the bunny hop. Let's go. Ozzy be the first one. Dizzy be number 2. Tony, what's happening? I hear you, Tony. God bless you and your family. God bless Donald Trump, huh? Keep him safe, boy. The more, though, the more he exposed and wasteful spending, the John F. Kennedy documents, Martin Luther King, the great Martin Luther King, the more he does the research, the more they're going to really hate him. And then makes you wonder if there's going to be some wacko trying to assassinate him, again. So that's what I'm worried about a little bit. You're right, Mini-Me. And all of us too, Mini-Me. All right, so meanwhile, I got to fix the hair. I don't like the way I did that. I was messing up for Ozzy a little bit. Good comb over. I'm going to do my little comb over. All right. Baldwin says, why is he so hated? CNN, CNBC, The View. People are just jealous. When people are jealous, it's one thing not liking him, but why is he so hated? That's a good. People just get hypnotized by these fake news. Thank you. Appreciate my hair. Yeah, my haircut's a good haircut. Because he's different. You know what? Who said it? Was that Mini-Me? Let me just go back, make sure. Yeah, Mini-Me. I said, you know what? Every now and then there's some all good high five fist bump. He's different. He's not a Republican, if you ask me. He's not a Democrat. He's just different. He doesn't give a shit. And that's what it comes down to. Again, I said this multiple times, like a broken record. I'm going to break that record up in a million pieces, right, Ozzy? He has nothing. He doesn't care. He's not going to be president anymore. He almost died for us, right? He's got everything that any man or woman would want, right? So, and he, at this point, he's saving America. He's saving Americans. He's saving his family. He's saving all of us. He doesn't care anymore. They had their chance, right? They had their chance. When I say they, I'm not calling out Democrats. I'm just saying they had their chance. The Tick's in the house from Hollywood, California. How's Hollywood, California doing tonight? Lots going on there on this Friday in Hollywood, California. All right. David's in the house. David Knott. That's a good. I'm with you, David. High five, fist bump. I'm with you, my friend. Trump is not a politician. Absolutely, Richard. Old Hills of Kentucky. Where the hell's that at? The Old Hills. Where do you live? I live in the Old Hills. Not the New Hills. Old Hills of Kentucky. I might have heard about it. Hopping around. Fake news, somebody says. Fake news. This station? Deportation. Got to get them back safe. There's a lot of, look, for those, as I told my mom who's a Democrat, who agrees on this topic, on this one. Again, 21 million came over from all parts of the world, right? China, Venezuela, Mexico, and the list continues. 3 million are just bad men and women, you know, and we have enough of that here. They got to go back safe. Leslie says, smart mom. She'd be high-fiving you 3 times. But she does agree with me, Leslie, on the immigration. And I'll make you laugh. Was it Leslie? I'll make you laugh, Leslie. What happened? What the hell was that? Damn rat. She said, but if, Leslie, but if you're my mom says, well, if he's going to send some fouls, so I've been paying taxes. See, if they're going to send that $5,000, I might want one of those damn hats you have on there, son. Send me one of those hats if he's going to send the fouls. I said, you got it, Mom. All right, you got to laugh a little bit, guys. I hope not. I think it was just a cat. Because I had these people come over a couple days ago on roller skates or whatever the hell they call them, the electric, whatever they call it. And she was like, hey, it's that time of the year. I go, for what, Trump? She goes, no, it's that time of the year to spray for bugs and rats. And all of a sudden, I got mosquitoes again. $5,000 in scotch. Yeah, my mom already said it. She was, I'll be voting for. I go, Mom, you can't vote for Trump. He's not going to run anymore. She goes, oh yeah, that too. She goes, but I guess I won't be a Democrat anymore. If she gets the 5,000. But yeah, now I'm getting jinxed. I think that was a cat. All right, Richard, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. $5 for the homeless. High five. Fist bump, the first donation tonight. We appreciate that, Richard. Yeah, I was going to talk about the homeless people in the bottom part of the hour. We'll talk about it now in the middle part. So today, oh, wow, 40 likes. My wife, I just looked up at the likes. That's pretty damn good. Maribel says, tell them to like. They got a like. I know that bothers Cooper and Crystal. I don't know if Cooper's on, but let me lower that a little bit. Is that better, Crystal? Cooper. The homeless, yeah. Yeah, today we helped out a few homeless. I put up a short. It was a younger man by himself, cuddled up. It was a warm day. He was cuddled up in a blanket. I don't know the story. I don't ask him. He was very thankful. He got some food, some hamburgers, and a coffee, a jacket, a nice jacket, and on there. So it was really nice. It was very, very nice. And a hat. It was a New York Yankees hat. I had a hard time giving that Yankees hat away. Bullshit. I'm a Phillies fan. No, he was nice to get that Yankees hat. It was very, very nice. I hear you, Paul. Bunny, someone sent me a membership. Oh, Bunny Mom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably either Lori Wagner or Crystal. Or there's been a few. Blossom, I think. I forget. There's been a few people donating memberships. And by the way, we have memberships available. We always have memberships available. So make sure you help out the other YouTube channels as well. If it's a reasonable price to become a member if you enjoy the content. Gut feel gets on my nerves, guys. He's one person. I don't know what it is, guys. He gets on my nerves. I like Fox, but he gets on my nerves. I don't know what it is, but I gotta turn the channel. He just, I don't know, gets on my nerves a little bit. Like I said, I get on my own nerves sometimes. I can't believe I changed it, but Goldfield, Gutfield. What do I call him? Goldfield? Gutfield. He's a nice guy. Right back to you, Paul. Right back to you. Let's see if my mom comes on tonight and gives me a gatsiad. And in YouTube, that just means hell. I don't know, Ozzy. I'm picking on him. I shouldn't. He's a nice guy. He's smart. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. She studied to become a pharmaceutical. It's a real good cigar. Dizzy. And why I'm calling out Dizzy is I smoked a cigar with him. I know he likes cigars. Good cigar. Oh, so you agree with me, Richard, or are you just saying that? You can disagree. I'm sure he's a good person. He means well, and he's kind of funny, but he just, I don't know. I actually thought Hannity, pharmacist. Yes, Leslie, thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for being here, Leslie. Even though we disagree, thank you for being here. I mean that. Yeah, it's a good cigar. My daughter would be like, high five, I like that guy. I had one sent to me. Much appreciated. Listen while at work. And I love that it means to be open, respectful conversation. You agree and disagree. Absolutely. Disagree, agree. Freedom of speech, right? Sergeant Carter cigar. A lot of smoke. I think I'm going to start another channel. It's going to be all you can smoke with Sal. I'm only kidding. I got enough. Jesse Bell, welcome in the chat. 1.9 billion. And cigars? I hear you, Texas. What's happening in Texas tonight? What's going on in Texas? Texas. Oh, 1.9 million lost in HUD. That sounds about right. 46 likes. Appreciate the likes tonight. I hope everybody did well this week. Everybody's doing good this evening. Starting your weekend. If you're off on the weekend, then it's right back to work again, right? And it just keeps going. You just keep on ticking away, right? For those who were not here earlier, my son is safe. Thank God. First of all, in that first part of that comment, prayers, and thank God prayers are answered. And my son is safe at home and out of the hospital. Because he's supposed to be there a few more days, right? If I'm not mistaken, Crystal. And he's doing very well. So Crystal is very thankful. It's very stressful when you have your child that's in a hospital or any family member. It becomes stressful. But always, believe in somebody. Be positive. And I believe that the outcome is pretty good. We can't explain a lot of these things that happen. Ozzy said just a few more years for me. Just had some scotch. As you could see, Barbara's comment, Crystal. Wonderful. What a great live tonight. And the mods are saying, yeah, easy for you to say, Sal. We had to get rid of some ifs, ands, and buts. A lot of wasteful spending. For those who are just coming in, I read off some of these numbers. It's crazy, man. Did I talk about $100 million for, condoms? Yes, Sal, you said that like 10 times. 29 million for two people to strengthen the political party. Two people getting 29 million. I like to be one of those. Wouldn't that be nice to be one of those two people getting 29 million? That's the wasteful spending that Elon Musk and the AI system has found. Got to have positive vibes. What are you going to do? Be negative? What about the new FBI? Oh, you won't see him anymore. DOGE, government waste. My mom, who watches CNN, she goes, what's going on with DOGE? I go, Mom, it's DOGE. Leave me alone with that damn Trump. I'm tired of hearing it. If he sends the money out, send me a hat, she says. Forget about it. Yeah, she's hypnotized with CNN. Absolutely, Baldwin.
Every time I say, oh, it's not Russia's fault, I always get slammed by the fake news. But I'm telling you, Biden said the wrong things. Zelensky said the wrong things.
From Friday's cover of the New York Post to senators on Capitol Hill, some are warning against trusting the former KGB operative.
Thank you, Crystal. I
This man
appreciate
is
that.
a cancer and the greatest threat to democracy in my lifetime.
He will next turn his sights on NATO allies.
There are also reports the White House is fighting framing Russia as the aggressor in a statement being drafted by G7 nations to mark the third anniversary of the war in Ukraine next week. The Trump administration is also pushing Zelensky to sign.
Democrats don't know what else to do. I continue to say they're running on empty. They're trying to make up shit. They have nothing else they can do. They're just like, why don't they just give up? Give up. What they should do, if they were smart, right, is they would, don't have to take sides of Trump. But, what I would do is like what the Republicans did. Remember when the Republicans were a circle, guys, in the chat? Steve's in the house. What's up, Steve? I haven't seen you. Remember when the Republicans were like in a circle with Bush? They didn't want to stick together with Trump. You got to redo the party. They got knocked out. When you get knocked out in an election, you regroup. And you don't have to agree with them, but don't all this made up dictator stuff still out there and then calling them other words. Why? Just sit back, get your party together, and come back, and then you have a party again. But what they're doing is the opposite. Gomez the gun, Steve. Good to see you on here, Steve. I miss you, Steve. I haven't seen you on here in a while. Or maybe you've been on here and just haven't commented. So we appreciate you, Steve. High five, fist bump. I mean, that makes sense, logical sense to me, but maybe I got it wrong. You don't want to keep fighting. What are you fighting? You have nobody. Who you have left? Gavin Newsom? What I'm hearing, Gavin, they want him out of California, Crystal. You might not see him for another month. Kamala's finished. So who else is there? Bernie Sanders is getting old. Mayor Pete, forget about it. AOC, I think she did some terrible things that tear the party apart. I don't see it happening. That's my opinion. Where's Kamala? Yeah, she's probably drinking some wine. She likes to wine. Maybe she's at McDonald's having a Big Mac and then have a little wine afterwards, or reverse order. I don't know who they have. I mean, they don't have anything left. It's going to be a while for them to get it back. Hey, Nancy Pelosi, just kidding. Yeah. She's on her way. Yeah. Yeah, she is a clown, Dizzy. Usually when you get a butt whipping, you don't keep running your mouth. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not even laughing. That's well said, Ozzy. A high five, fist bump. Josh Shapiro, yeah, I mean, there's a good name, Baldwin. Josh Shapiro, the only problem with it, I have no problem with the Jewish president. I really mean that. Or an Italian president or a gay president. I really don't. It's a person who fits a commander-in-chief, who's positive of himself, who's a leader, whose issues fit mine, right? Problem is, just my opinion, I don't know if the nation's ready for somebody being Jewish. I am, if it's the right person. He's a moderate Democrat. I just don't know. Possible. Josh Shapiro out of Pennsylvania. That's about it. Yeah, you're right. Joe Manchin, but he got kind of old, right? Yeah, I mean, he says the right words. He's positive, Baldwin. I agree somewhat on that. I don't think I would vote for him, Baldwin, but I do agree. He's a moderate. He says the right stuff. I think if they would have picked him as vice president, would they have won? No. But it at least got him exposed more. You know what I mean, Baldwin? As far as we're talking about Josh Shapiro, governor out of Pennsylvania. And he said some good things to the Philadelphia Eagles that I like too. I wouldn't vote for him. It's just me. But yeah, he would be. I forgot about him. Yeah. And there's another guy out there who's an astronaut out of Arizona, Cooper, I think. So you got those two. AOC, I just think she rubbed people the wrong way. She's too, a clown, like Dizzy said. Yeah. Absolutely, Whiskey Tango 1953. I hear you, Dizzy. I hear you. Yeah. So I don't know. I think, yeah, once, like Ozzy said a few minutes ago, once you get defeated that bad, it's one thing just getting defeated by like the last round if it was close. But once you get defeated, you rip that apart. The puzzle's finished, right? They didn't care about American people, right? They cared about the immigrants. Actually, if you're new to my channel, let me know if you're new. They really didn't care about the migrants either. They didn't care about them. They were using them. They were just using the people. They didn't care. They didn't care about them. All they wanted them to come over and get their votes, and it backfired. People woke up because they said, "Wait a minute, they care about them." They didn't care about anybody but themselves. And by the way, Republicans do the same shit. All right, but Trump is kind of saved. Not all of them, and I mean not all the Democrats, not all the Republicans, but majority. They all come out rich and millionaires. So. JFF88, how are you tonight? Absolutely, Debbie. Yeah. So welcome in. Happy Friday. 52 likes. Appreciate your supporting this channel. Make sure when you do support your other channels, you're coming through the shorts and you go on to the the vertical lives. Make sure you leave a little like on the next live as well. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Reading some comments. Susan Fontaine's in the house. President Trump pushes for the end of Ukraine and Russia war very soon. Luke Stevens, how are you, Luke Stevens? They call Trump a dictator, but yet Elon is in charge. That's funny. Great comments. Man, wow, some great comments in here tonight, Mike M. Yeah, good comment, Ozzy. But yeah, that's another thing, I didn't talk about yet until I looked up. He's pushing to end the war. I was wrong, by the way. I thought the wars would be ended this week, so when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's still going, but it's coming very close. A light went on in my house. I got an electric bill. I got to keep that electric bill down. Keep the lights off if you're not in a room, right? When I grew up, you keep the lights off and you go into the room. Then you turn it off. He's negotiating. That's how he's going to end the war. I read that comment. He's already talked to Putin several times. And once that war ends, the other war is going to end. If Trump... Oh, who are we talking about? Non-dictator. Oh. I think Ukraine owes us money. They should get some of that billions of dollars back, too. That's correct, Janine. That is correct, 100%. Leslie says, excuse me. Sorry, Leslie. Trump's a what? Oh, I'm sorry. Trump's on Putin's side. It's not that he's on Putin's side, Leslie. In Italian, I can explain it better in Italian. Stephen, listen. You got to keep... Your friends should be close to you, but your enemies should be closer. That's all it is. And he is so smart, Trump. I know, come across, as one of those Trumps. I'm just telling you, I'm not saying it's right at all. He's keeping Putin very close, and he just knows what to say. They fear Trump. They're scared of Trump, and Trump knows just what to do. Yeah, just like the Godfather. Billy French. It's not that he likes Putin. He doesn't agree on all that. It's having no fear, being a leader, being in charge. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies a little closer, right? You always should keep them closer. Once you depart, and he just knows what to say and what to do. That's how you end the war. Putin goes here, Trump goes here. Putin goes higher, Trump goes low. Finally, meet in the middle, and the war's over. Now, you're going to still have some problems. I'm making it sound like it's over for good. The war will be over. You're still going to have problems that occur, but Trump will know how to handle those things, right? And he has a great team around him, in my opinion. And I'm not even going to say that Ukraine didn't deserve any money. You know, you throw them some money, but how much money can you continue to throw them? That's just my opinion. Oh, here it is here. $300 billion for Ukraine to peace deal. Russia may trade. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. Russia may trade frozen. Excuse me. I stand corrected. $300 billion for Ukraine peace deal. Sorry. Stephen. Yes. Good comment, Stephen. It's a loan, not a gift. You get one of those high five fist bumps. Boom. Right there. We have them in here, by the way. I think the members can use them. I don't know. Can everybody use them? Yeah, Janine, I hear you. Some great comments, guys. I really mean that. Some real great, good live tonight. Some great comments. Great comments. You agree, Mike? Some great comments on here. I got some smart people on here. Even the Democrats. Crystal says, Jesse Bell, are you from California? I'm just wondering. See how I add words in? I add words in like CNN. So much fraud going on though, huh? Mini-Me says, Crystal, I heard the same thing. 164 in the chat, 54 likes. Appreciate everybody tuning in on this Friday night. Appreciate you guys taking the time out and supporting this channel. And you guys interacting among each other. It's a great thing to see. You guys comment back and forth. I like it. I love it, actually. I love it. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Were they crazy? Yeah, last night I think 2 nights ago, we had a lot of people. Oh, Whiskey Tango 1953, not 1963. High five, fist bump. Yeah, use those emojis. Mojos, whatever the hell you call them. What do you call them? Mojos or mojis? Mojis? I call them mojos. All right. Yeah. Emoji, Bowens. Emoji. Get it right, Sal. Emoji. Emojis. Use them. Shout out to YouTube. Throwing the emojis in there, you know? Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Somebody says subscribe to message one. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. See if I can go back. Yeah, appreciate everybody subscribing. Thank you. US, UK, okay. Mojo's on the potatoes over here, Sal. I love this name, Susan Fontaine. Susan Fontaine. All right. We are everywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, they're talking. I thought I'd seen another airplane crash. They're talking about the one. Appreciate that, Richard. Thank you so much. Supporting the homeless. Thank you for the donation. Half off fist bump. $10 super chat from Richard. We appreciate it on here. Thank you so very much. That will be living in a handmaid's tale. I'm getting tired of this news now. What the hell did I have on? CNN? Oh, Newsmax. Back to Gutfield. Nah, I don't like him. How about we turn the damn TV off? I'm getting tired of it. I get tired of the news. Jesse Bell, my mom lives next to one for years. And he was a teacher for the school here. Small world, isn't it? Oh, couldn't see my likes. 55 likes. Welcome in the chat, Trey Gill. Trey Gill. Appreciate you guys coming in. Hopefully everybody had a good week. If you're new to the channel, we are live almost every night, 6 days a week, sometimes twice. Lots of shorts on there. I hear you, Jason. Trump 24. Bring common sense back. Yeah, I wonder too, Janine. But really, I think Ukraine owes us money. They should send us money back. I will, Richard. Thank you. Make sure you and your wife get a coffee to when you're out. I appreciate it. Thank you. We will. We will. Definitely. Richard, 100%. Thank you, my friend. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Beer Gut Garage, what's happening? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Sal, I've been here just listening to you. Sal, you are a great guy. Keep up the great work. Right back to you, Beer Gut Garage. I like what you're doing on your channel, too. I watch. Sometimes I don't comment. Funny. I like to relax. Always be free to put your YouTube on here. We appreciate that very much, guys. Appreciate the donations on here. Thank you so much, guys. For you guys, it makes us continue our success, and it helps out a lot. Continue to say, without you guys, it'd be very difficult for us. So, and not to mention people like Adrian. He would get upset if I said this, who drops off clothes and jackets. And shout out to Betty Yang. Betty Yang, if you're on here, Betty, let us know you're here. Lots of blankets. And as Ozzy says, what's happening, Beer Gut? And shout out to Don and Debbie from Anthem. I think they just subscribed, who dropped me off. Nice jackets and shoes. Appreciate all of you if you're on here. Thank you so much. And for everybody else who's on here, and the moderators and people behind the scene that you don't see, who watch over the channel a little bit for some if, ands, and buts, if you know what I mean. Beer Gut Garage, you know those if, ands, and buts out there. Yeah. Yeah, she's 89 years old, Richard. Or 89 years young, I should say. I take that back. 89 years young. Her mind is sharp. Sharp. And by the way, she's an independent. I mean, I'm not making it up. She's not a big Trump fan. She didn't really like Biden and Kamala. It doesn't matter, but she's very sharp. She still practices law. So, yeah. Sal Capano for president. I need a vice president. And I need a Secretary of State. Betty 24, Jason says. Yeah, what a sweet woman. My wife likes to make her some food and bring it over. And she's always handing stuff out, right? Yeah, Richard. You know what, Richard? She used to. That's right. First of all, Richard probably wouldn't want me to say this, but what are you going to say? So, Richard, shout out to Richard, guys. He's been here from like day one. He was like under my first 200 subscribers. I don't give enough credit, as my wife says. Crystal, absolutely, you're my vice president. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely, Ozzy. Absolutely. What do I do without you? Richard's been here. It was like like under 500 subscriber. And I appreciate that, Mike. And by the way, Mike, start doing more lives, he says. So many people to make this channel work. Of course, Crystal and the mini moderator and Ozzy and Steve Hope, who just came on here, and many, many more. And everybody who's coming on, hitting the like, whether you are new or whether you just come on once in a while, or even if you don't like it, I appreciate you guys coming on here. But yeah, Betty Richards, yeah, she was fighting for PUA, and very, very helpful. She helped me out a lot because I'm not good at much. I could talk a little bit sometimes, but she was very good behind the scenes typing stuff up. She'd be like Crystal, but she was 89 years young. And anyhow, but Richard, I appreciate you from being back here. You and Too Beautiful. I don't know if Too Beautiful's on here. Anyhow, I appreciate everybody on here because, you know, people get tired and they move on. And Richard, you know, we went through different stages, and so appreciate it, Richard. All right. Yeah. Appreciate that, Andy. Thank you for your support, Andy. I see you in here a lot, Andy. So, Andy, high five, fist bump. Thank you. Absolutely, Crystal is. I remember Crystal comes on. You need a mod. And I was afraid because we just got done a little bit of a little mess we were going through, right? And I was worried about trusting anybody. And just goes to show you where there's. And I told Crystal this, and I told other people this. There's always more great people than there are not so great. How's that? Yeah. Shout out to Fabian. Fabian, you got to understand something, guys. He's at a show tonight, by the way. Fabian is a, Democrat independent. Disagrees with me on a lot of things, but, he supports the channel. And, it's hard. He's a Democrat or independent, whatever, and just doesn't agree on all the stuff. But it's a good person, like a lot of other people who come on here who are Democrats. And, because we got a majority, people on here that are, Republican or independent. And it's not even about Republican. It's just about, or it's not even about MAGA. It's just about the right common sense. We're heading in the right way. So, great group. That is kind of funny, Monkey D. Ween. Where do you guys get these names at? That's kind of funny, though. I like it. It's funny. Funny. What's so funny about it? It's funny. Okay. Exactly, Randy. Well said. Yeah. I was there at one time, Randy. Leslie says, yeah, that's fun. It's kind of funny, Leslie. Yeah. Good comment, Jesse. I'm just reading some comments, guys. I get quiet. I'm just reading. I'm trying to read. Yeah, I used to be. And then I changed. It's not even changing. It's just common sense. It doesn't mean I might vote Democrat again. If I'm alive in 100 years. Gotta laugh, Ozzy. Gotta laugh. Junior investigates. Red Dragon. First of all, Red Dragon, thank you for your comment. No, I haven't. Steve Hopes is a former Democrat. Yeah, people change. You change based on, how the economy is and what's good for you and not. But why it changed so much this time is because it was just a disaster, in my opinion. Thank you, Crystal, for communicating there. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments, and I thank you, Crystal. Mario says, the hat. The hat what? Yeah. Mess up the hair a little bit. Is Trump cutting my Medicare? The answer to that is, first of all, welcome in. No, he's not cutting Medicare. I'm 100% sure. I appreciate it, Crystal. Yeah, I try to keep up. It's not easy. Mike was behind me once, and so was Dizzy, and so was Lori Wagner. It's not easy. These comments come in. I try to follow the best I can and keep up, and I miss a lot of stuff, and, so. That's a good question, Mike. Jimmy Johnson doesn't even coach the Dallas Cowboys, who haven't won a Super Bowl since the VHS. Ooh, that pissed Crystal off. Jimmy Johnson. Where do you guys get these names? How do we stop Trump? You're not going to stop him. And I wouldn't go anywhere else with that comment. I think you're okay with that. Just be careful. I mean, I don't care, but just be careful. Anyhow, we'll leave it at that. I don't know what I'd do without Mike. Yeah. Absolutely great comment right back there, Jesse Bell. High five, fist bump. Ba boom, bada bing. No, Leslie, nothing's being cut. Nothing's going to get cut. If anything, Social Security is going to go up. My wife was just asking me that a little while ago, Jesse. Or excuse me, sorry, Leslie. What's that? He's just making sure, he's just going after the fraud and wasteful spending that it was sent out to people that are illegal and people that are, some people are taking advantage of the situation. I don't think they're going to go as far as, like eyes on everybody. He's not, as long as everybody's providing the correct information as far as SNAP benefits. It's called SNAP now, right? And Medicare and Medicaid, I think everybody's going to be fine. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that, Janine. Janine doesn't get enough credit either on there. So, yeah, that's all he's doing. Yeah, people, 250, so 240 years old. There's allegedly, well, the Democrats, Biden, Kamala administration, said there's one person that's 240 years old that is collecting Social Security. Well, who is that? Who is he or she? So I want what they're having. They might be drinking some good McKellen scotch. It's not George Burns. Who is that person? And who are all these people that are 4.7 million people that are 100 to 109 years old? I'm sure there's a few. Even if you go through the whole country, one of my mods or anybody can type it in. Where are these people at? Even if you go to the whole country, is there 4.7 million people? I mean, from the ages of 100 to 109 are collecting Social Security? That's fraud. According to Elon Musk. See, they didn't have this kind of stuff in the 1970s, 80s, 90s, even early 2000s, right? Just recently. DOGE, you name them. They are. They are, Leslie. Maybe Betty White. George Burns smoked 3-4 cigars a day, Maribel. Did he live to 100? She hates my cigars. She hates them. It's nice having you in here, Leslie. I mean, Randy, some Democrats are still voting by mail. That's got to stop. I don't like that stuff. My mom agrees on that, too. She's handicapped, disabled, and she still goes in person. So, she's a moderate Democrat. Peace Queen. Mark Travis is in the house. Where you been, Mark? I've been here listening to you. What's going on, Mark? God bless you. Trump's talking about putting the USPS Commerce. Yes, I just heard that about 3 hours ago today. Thank you for bringing that up, Mark. Mark, I heard that, why do I have to keep looking up his name? Lutnick. Howard Lutnick. Is he going to run the USPS as well? He was sworn in today as a Commerce Secretary by the Vice President. Oh, Dizzy, there you go. You got the Trump with the cigar. Don't you love it? It is a mess, Janine. It's a big mess. Ask my neighbor. I don't know if he's on here. He works for the USPS. Yeah, he'll tell you. He'll tell you how messed it up is. My wife's coughing. Like the smoke's going in the house. The door's closed. I gotta be careful, Ozzy. Absolutely, JFF88. Absolutely. Cash was sworn in. Big FBI director. I gotta say, I agree on a lot of these picks, cabinets, and it's not all done yet, right? God bless your wife's mom. Rico's in the house. He said Trump's on a vacation every weekend, playing golf. I add words in like CNN, fake news CNN, CNBC, and The View. Oh, look at Max. So it's funny you put that in there. No, he's still with us, Dizzy. We got some guests here, and he's barking. And the girl, she's here right now, little girl goes, he can't bite me, he's got no teeth. But he opened up his mouth. Oh, wait a minute, she goes, he has some front teeth. Because, dogs lose their teeth like we do, Mike M. So, yeah. But Max is doing good. Yeah, I know. Trump hasn't taken a break. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what he drinks. Crystal, is he drinking Diet Coke or zero sugar, or is he drinking coffee espresso? What's he doing? How's he got so much energy? He's got more energy than I have. Yeah, Big Macs. Yeah. I like how they asked him, it was an interview. I'm not going to bring it up. It's too much work. They were asking him, what's he eat? He doesn't drink because his brother was an alcoholic, and he doesn't want to drink. He doesn't smoke. And right back to you. Shout out to the Marine, 66, 58 years old. And dogs are the best, yes. And they asked him about like eating. He goes, well, you eat hamburgers, right? Because I think he had a hamburger with the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And they said to him, a reporter, and they said to him, that was for Mike, everybody, and they said to him, well, why do you eat the hamburgers? Everything he does is wrong. He goes, well, I like a hamburger. I eat them all the time. And they said, well, what if you ate healthier? He goes, well, all my healthy friends are not with us anymore. So, guys, it comes down to enjoy your life, and I hate to repeat this, but it's one thing we can all agree on, moderation, right? So, my guy was kind of funny. Do what you think is right. Thank you, Janine. I seen that. All right. Yeah. Yes, he is a New Yorker. If you think about it, junk food is easy, essentially cheap. We're good. Absolutely, Crystal. High five, fist bump. Well said. Great comments. Moderation. And a little prayers. Pray to somebody, and you'll live until you're 240 years old, Ozzy. Like this one person, Maribel. Somebody's living at 240 collecting Social Security. Man, they made out like a bandit. Man, they made some fozzles. Man, you imagine if they started at 52 and now they're getting it? Do the math for me, somebody. It's not healthy to be heavy. I'll use better words. But it doesn't mean, I'm a fitness trainer and I'm going to live any longer than somebody who drinks, Well, absolutely you need money in heaven. I need cigars in heaven, Mr. Pink. That's right, Steve Hope. Mexicana. Shout out to my Sicilians. Shout out to the Italians. Shout out to everybody. What the hell's my wife doing? What the hell is she doing now? Sal, they're unlimited in heaven. I know. The best of the best. Good for you, Debbie. God bless you, Debbie. There you go. This is for you, Debbie. It's a good cigar. Good draw, Debbie. Good smell. A little coconut aroma. A little hot pepper at the end. Mr. Pink got his tax up there. Great comments. Funny comments. Really good, Debbie. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on a cigar one night. What's going on, Chris? Now's the time to take the wrapper off. I'm not ignoring you guys. Take the wrapper off. Sal G in the house. Exter. Let's go, Trump. I probably butchered that name. I can't, Mark. I don't inhale, Mark. Travis. Mark. I just blow the smoke out. Get it? I love that comment. Let's put Congress on minimum wage. Absolutely. Absolutely. Another good comment. That's high five fist bump. Mark. Was that Mark? Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, this one got me today with Trump. Said that $21 million, $21 million for voters turned out in India. Reading Crystal's message real quick. You should be proud of yourself, Crystal. All my point is, guys, is it was just a point on Trump. It was kind of funny in a way. Not funny for the people who died. It was kind of funny how they asked him about him eating hamburgers. He doesn't drink, he don't smoke. But how he said a lot of those people that are eating healthier are not with us anymore. But you guys do what you want. Yeah, 21 million for voters turnout in India. Not here in the United States, in India. That's nuts, Dizzy. Completely nuts. 100 million for condoms in Hamas. Why are we giving them condoms? Give the Americans condoms. All right. Yeah, you got to get people who love us. Well said, Mark. Give us condoms. Give the American people condoms. Kennedy told him burgers were unhealthy. RFK did. Hamas condoms was fake news, according to BBJJ. Welcome in the chat. To prevent the spread of AIDS. What about the spread of AIDS here, Leslie? All right. More condoms, less abortion, right. Amen, amen, amen. That sounds real good, Mark. You're like Crystal over here. Now I'm hungry, Mark. Somebody says, fake news condom story. Fake news condom story. Natural gas, Trump says. Mike M. No windmills. Trump says windmills kill the birds. Homemade chicken wings tonight, Sal. Forget about it. I add words on, Crystal. You know that. Like CNN. God forbid. That sounds good, Crystal. Canada's selling their gas to China. Sorry, it's not fake news about condoms getting facts straight. No, it's not. Actually, it's this is all found by AI. Paul, thank you. I appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate those kind words. Thank you, Paul. High five, fist bump. Thank you for being here. Great comments. Thank you so much. No, this is all they found all this stuff. Just like 11,888 murders and rapes from other countries that are who came over to this beautiful United States of America. And we got enough problems, I continue to say. ICE hunting down the bad guys and bad girls, sending them back. Sending them back. I'm actually happy we got our plastic straws back. They're not plastic straws. It's a mess. It's faccia brute in Italian, Steve. They don't. They're all over the place. You get it in your teeth. I don't know anything but plastic straws. Mr. Pink, I appreciate that. High five, fist bump. I appreciate you. You're like Fabian. I really mean that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we help out the homeless. It doesn't matter. Democrat, Republican, Independent. Bottom line, help out people, right? Help out the homeless. So appreciate those kind words. Mark says, I use plastic. Yeah, I just don't like it. But that's me. My wife, she uses it. Whatever makes you happy. I hear you, Jesse Bell. What about when you drink a drink? Do you drink out of do you use a straw, guys? I'm not asking you, Jesse. I'm just asking the audience. Bottom line, Mr. Pink. What happened, Maribel? Bottom line, Mr. Pink. Bottom line, my friend. Howard Lutnick. I like the guy. I like his smile, that guy. Lutnick. I like the name, too. All right. Crystal, great job. I seen that. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that, Young. Oluwin Young. I butchered that darn name. I hope I. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I do too, Debbie. It's funny. I do too. Yeah, remember that? Show your age. Show your age, Debbie. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they were great, Janine. We're all showing our age. Some of us. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, it's just, it makes me feel really good to have a lot of help on here and taking care of these homeless. Again, me and my wife, I have the easy work. My wife cooking up this stuff. Now, lately, I've been stopping at McDonald's in and out, but their expression on their face, and again, if you're new to the channel, we help out the homeless 100%. You know, when you give them some, I'll say something like sometimes, I'm going to miss a few comments here. I'm not ignoring anybody. Try to read as much as I can, as we don't have a large, it's good not to have a whole lot on here sometimes. Their looks on their face, and I'll say, hey, is there anything else you want? And, you know, you would expect them to say, yeah, I'll take $100. You know, I'll take a 6-pack of beer, or I'll take another jacket. No, they're content with the one jacket, or the hat, or the McDonald's hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't ask them what their story is. Some I do, and I go back, and I won't repeat it, and it's just a good feeling. We can't help out the whole world. I know that, but it's a good thing. If I can spread the homeless awareness on this channel and other YouTube channels do it. There's some big YouTube channels doing it. As I don't want to put it, I was going to call it a name, but I don't know if I could. But anyhow, I was talking with a subscriber on the phone, and there's some people out there who do it fake. I don't know. But, you know, what we're doing is, you know, we're out there just handing them out. You know, hopefully other YouTubers do it. A lot of the Catholic Church are doing it, and Salvation Army and Lutheran churches are doing a lot of this. And we're always going to have a homeless, but we can help out a few. It's great. That's yeah, Mr. Pink. I don't ask them why they're there or what happened. A few who will bring it up, Mr. Pink. This is everybody, Mr. Pink. And a few will let me know, but I don't say, hey, what's your story? Why'd you do it? No, they're humans. And, you know, it can happen to anybody, anytime. And there's people who just lost their husbands and wives or a child, and they just can't rebound. We're all different people. So, yeah, I'm going to continue doing that as long as I live, Mr. Pink. Who did I miss? Birthdays? Travis' birthday? April Travis? Bullets 408. Welcome in the chat. Quote, unemployment rates, I quote, about to skyrocket. Why is that, Bullets 408? Why is that? Why do you think that's going to happen? Where the hell's my Diet Coke? Explain how, yeah. People aren't losing their jobs. Deborah, thank you so much, Deborah. Appreciate those kind words. Appreciate that so much. Richard, thank you. Okay, so I got to take off, so hopefully I'll see you on the next live. Hey, Richard, I appreciate the super chats tonight. High five, fist bump. Appreciate you so very much, Richard. I will. We'll continue. We'll get some coffee for me and my wifey. And she's actually, Richard, before you go, she's actually going to go over to Sedona with her cousin. And we'll be back out doing some breakfast homeless together, homemade stuff on Sunday. So thank you very much, Richard. Appreciate it. The people losing their jobs are not just going to stay home. There are many openings in the private sector that will be moving. Exactly. Something, yeah, exactly. So I don't necessarily agree with that unemployment going up. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, Mark. I never really tried. I don't think I ever tried those 5. Maybe once. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. Have a good night. God bless you and your family. Get some rest. See you in the next live, Richard. I'm glad you're getting the notifications too, Rich. I know you gotta go. I'm glad you're starting to get the notifications, as Crystal was saying earlier. Employment shift, yes. Yeah. Good for you, Mark. Good for you, Mark. Southwest is cutting jobs, 2,000. I didn't hear that. Red Dragon, thank you. Appreciate your chats tonight. Appreciate you. Let us know you're on here, Red Dragon. Have a good night. God bless you and your family. Take care. Be positive. Do good to somebody. Our Travis, it takes 3 to 5 hour drink for me to get any effect. Yeah, it's funny how I'm kind of like that too, Crystal. Sometimes, Crystal. Sometimes. 63 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all 63 likes. Appreciate all 153 of you on as we speak. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to give you some entertainment and give you some what's going on around the world. We welcome everybody on here. There's no hate speech. When I say all, Democrats, Republicans, don't matter. Come on board. Love how you do that, Freshie Wild. Love it. Mama French, what's going on? I hear you, Mama French. I see it. Freshie Wild, I like that. It's good to see that. Thank you for doing that, actually. Bullets 408, we are only a month in. Good luck, everyone. I think we're going to be okay, Bullets 408. I think you're going to look back, and I'm not being smart to you, Bullets, and I appreciate your comments, and you can disagree. I think you're going to look back. I'm just not going to point you out. We'll start with my beautiful mom, and going to look back and say, my God, this nation's been the greatest ever. So, but you have your right to disagree and voice your comment. You keep me updated. Thank you. From Deborah. Appreciate you, Deborah. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everybody's support on here. How about those Eagles, huh? I love it, Mama French. High five, fist bump. Love it. Love when you do that. Very nice. Appreciate it. Trump train. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here, Joe Biden. Alzheimer's stage 4. Alzheimer's stage. I wish him a lot. I mean, yeah. I don't know if he'll know what the hell. He probably won't know his name in the next 6 months, Joe. You know? But wish him I wish him luck. Yeah, me either. Can't wait for more stuff to be. Yeah, I'm with you. I fought fist bump laughs. Yeah. More stuff's going to come out. I mean, it's like every other day something's coming out, right? They're finding something. Crooked, fraud. Crazy. Crazy. It's crazy, Paul. It's for you, Paul. Actually, it's for everybody. USA, huh? United States of America. That's it, Mama French. The dancing Trump. He's dancing. I don't know what he has time, but he's dancing YMCA. Huh? Loves YMCA. A leader, not a follower. You got to be a leader. He's a leader. He's not perfect. Let's get something straight, guys. Even my MAGA friends love it. Freshie Wall. He's damn close. There's where all the Democrats say, get me off this channel. Now, he's pretty damn good. Absolutely, Mama French. Best country in the world. Amen, amen. All right. Racist like you. I'm a racist. Don't even get me started on that. Okay, meanwhile, Kamala still trying to find millions to pay for her campaign. Yeah, all that money from Taylor Swift and Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond? Where the hell I get Neil Diamond? Sorry. Neil Diamond. Oh, because I was talking about Neil Diamond with my mom. Sorry. Yeah. Oprah Winfrey. Yeah. Yes, Mark. I hear you. 623 Lee says, hello. What's happening, my friend? Good comment, Ann. Good comment. All right. Yeah. Good comment in here. 65 likes. Jim, welcome in. I can't support America when they're putting security of Europe in jeopardy. It makes it hard to view American positive light. That's your comment. You're welcome for your comment. Racist says, wait, Tiger and Black Panthers. Absolutely, Billy French. You know, it's funny when people say I'm racist. You know, I go to gay weddings. My wife's Puerto Rican. I have a gay stepson, but I'm racist. People don't even, you know, when people make these comments, do you know me? Do you know her? Do you know Joe? Do you know John? I don't mean Joe or John on here. I'm just giving out. I mean, come on. All right. Oh, thank you, Chris Rita. Appreciate that. Jesse Bell. Yeah, I hear you. Great comment right back. All right, guys. We're going to hit the bottom part of our hour here. Great comment. Mama French. High five fist bump. Everybody read Mama French comment. Don't embarrass me, Sal. Europe doesn't even support themselves. That's the truth. Let's do it, Freshie. While where we at? 67? We might make it there. Bullets for I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back to you, Bullets 408. Right back to you. I'm just looking in my wife with the. I'm nosy. Not just women are nosy, men are nosy too. Absolutely, Mark. ABC 123. How you doing? It is a mess, Europe. It is a big mess. I appreciate you, Mark, for supporting this channel. You're on here a lot, almost every day. I appreciate that. I really do. And it's my pleasure to help out as many as I could, at least here in the Las Vegas metropolitan area. I encourage anybody to use your own judgment and, use your own judgment. And, if you feel uncomfortable, bring somebody with you and help out in your neck of the woods once in a while. And, yeah, they really are, Freshly Wild. 99.9 are, Freshly Wild. They really are, again, I said it's like a broken record. You're never reading my comments anymore. ABC123, I just seen them come up right now. I think you were number 1 yesterday, or number 2 or 3. I'm just kidding. I try to read as many as I could. Oh, okay. I hope if I miss a comment, guys, I'm not just, that goes for anybody. I try to read as many as I could. They come fast. If you're on this side, I think you're only joking. They come in like this, and then they leave, and I try to go back, and but you sound like my wife, ABC 123, or my mom. My mom comes on one night. You didn't read my comment. Anyhow, try to read as many as I could, and then they go away. I see that ABC capital letters. Maribel's in the chat. Hello, everyone. Read the comments. She says it's hard. It's a little easier tonight. The last couple of nights we had like, I don't know, 600-700 in here. That's real hard. And I try to read as many as I could. That makes sense. And I don't mean disagreements, just makes sense. Some I'm like, doesn't make sense to me. Some. We got that number 69 on there. 69 likes. So, will we hit 70? Dizzy says, hello, Maribel. Do you remember the used call sale guy? The chopper that was on? Late at night. Don't forget to hit the like, Maribel says. You just hit it, Maribel. You just made it go to 70. Leslie says, imagine if FDR sided with Hitler. 70 likes, yeah. I appreciate all your comments. ABC, no, don't worry, Sal. I know you do your best. I heard You give me a shout out. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, I try. Maribel, Steve Hope says, hey, I try to get a lot of them in. It's almost, and I get going. This is just something, when there's a lot in here, I just get going, and try to fill you in as much as I can. And as Crystal says, relax, have a cigar once in a while. But I try to get as much as I can. Trump, baby. Rupert Winslow is in the house. Welcome in. I appreciate it, guys. We got 70 likes. Let's see. Has anyone seen Biden? No. No. He wasn't even at the Eagles game. He supports the Eagles, so I don't know where the hell he's at. Rehoboth Beach. Worried about potato chips being short. State of the Union. I'll never forget that, ladies and gentlemen. He said a lot of crazy things. That's before he got Alzheimer's stage 2. He was worried about potato chips at the State of the Union. Holy shit. I think he lost a lot of Democrats on there. Thank you, ABC123. All right. He's in the basement again with his sippy cup. Yeah. I don't know where the hell he's at. Where is Bobby Kennedy? That Kennedy thing's going to unravel too soon. We should know some more on that. Or will we? Billy says, I've seen him at Dairy Queen. Yeah, he likes that ice cream. Who doesn't, right? You got to laugh a little bit, guys. I'll never forget that day. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Mark. Yes. I never will forget. That was... Yeah, it's when they lost. You're right. It's on Pam's desk for review. Jose Feliciano. I want to wish you Merry Christmas. Great. You guys, these YouTube names. I didn't read your comment. Sorry, Jose Feliciano. Let's see if I can go back. They put him back with Homer Simpson, rather. Jose Feliciano. We're about the name. That's a good one. Brian, what's happening, Brian? Yeah, amen is right, ABC. Absolutely, Stephen. Is that funny, Jose? I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. One of my favorite Christmas music. All right, enough with that, Sal. Did I say it right? Jose Feliciano. Oh, is it? Okay. Great name. Great song. Yo, Brian, what's happening? Christopher says, hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well, Christopher. 120, 72 likes. Maybe we'll get to 100. Meanwhile, Max is barking, the dog. There it is, Mama French. Huh? I would love to sit down and have a cigar with Trump. I would even buy him a cigar. Dance weird outfits. Well, anyone asks for money, Chopper hire them and dance with him and use the car show. Yes, it is cheap again, Mark. Whiskey Tango 1953. I was just reading your comment. 87 in the chat. 75 likes. Gas is cheaper now. I just filled up my Ford EcoSport for my wife, or her cousin did actually. She wouldn't take my Fazuls. It was like $38. A couple months ago it was $48. So yeah, it's definitely going down. Pipelines. Nicholas in the house. What do you think it's gonna be for the highlights of Trump's presidency? I think you're seeing a lot of it's hard to Nicholas. First of all, Nicholas, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. God bless you and your family. It's hard to say. I mean, you don't know what's in his left pocket, his right pocket. I mean, a lot of stuff that we just talked about tonight. If you're just coming in, I mean, he's doing things so quick, rapidly. It's amazing. That stands out. What's going to be a big one? I think ending the war. I think getting these wars going to end real quick. I think that'll be then you get getting the migrants back. There's a lot. I mean, a lot of it. That's right, Mama French. Yeah. So it's hard to say. He's doing so much. I mean, this fraud thing, if it all holds true, You know, people living to 240 years old, one person, and many people living to 100, 109. I mean, it's hard to say. He's been so, I mean, hiring Elon Musk, and I know Mark says, you know, when he got shot, you know, people that believe in God, I believe in God. I think that changed. I mean, a lot of things. He has. I mean, it was more. It's gonna come out. We're gonna be like, holy shit, we're gonna be live for 5 hours. I mean, who knows what he's gonna unwrap? But there's more stuff. I wouldn't be surprised that Dr. Fauci. I know he got pardoned, but I wouldn't be surprised if some stuff comes out on him, like bad stuff. You know, along with Nancy Pelosi. Two very bad Italians. All right. Yeah, you can, Steve Hope. Absolutely. Yeah, Nicholas. Yeah. Johnny Robinson, thank you for your comment. Yeah. Jim, how you doing, Jim? Hope you're doing well, Jim. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah. They are, Steve. Nancy Pelosi is very the Faccia Bruta in Italian. We were talking about Faccia Bruta, Dr. Fauci. You know, Steve, I said this many times. You're probably tired of hearing about it. Amen, Paul Warner. When I was watching it outside, Dr. Fauci hold that door for Trump. You know, Steve, it's an Italian thing. You know, stay with me, Steve. How he held the door open, that look on his face, like Faccia Bruta. I knew right there something was fishy with him. It was just something weird. And, you know, the face mask and contradicting himself. And I could go on and on, but I won't, Steve, for different reasons. Francisco Garcia, first of all, welcome in. And even if you didn't, God bless you. But yes, I hear you. God bless you. A lot of Mexicans are for Trump. It shouldn't matter. If, you know, gays are for Trump, Puerto Ricans for Trump, so on and so forth. People are it's just common sense, right? Yeah. Ben Rodriguez in the house. Levi Robinson, shout out to the Canadians. They beat the United States in hockey. But I didn't like, I'm not calling you out, Ben, or Ben, excuse me. Sorry, Ben. Levi, I think it was Levi. I didn't like how they booed the United States. I shout out they won the game, but the previous game, and I know it wasn't you, and we just named some bad Italians, but when they booed the United States flag, I didn't sit well with me. But that's just me. Where's Ozzy at? ABC123. I seen that comment. Ozzy was on earlier. I think he went ahead a drink, maybe. I don't know. He was on earlier. He still might be on, just listening in, relaxing. I hear you, Richard. California Mexicans for Trump. Bring common sense back. That's what I always say. Trump insulted Canada, but they booed the flag. Excuse me. It's not the cigar. Went down the wrong pipe. Even saw Trump at a rally in Japan. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. It's common sense. In fact, Paul saying, I'm looking around, Paul. I had this flag. It wasn't a flag. It was, what did I do with it? Oh, it might be right here, Paul. Hold on. Paul, I know it's backwards. Bring back common sense. That's what it says. J.D. Vance. I went to J.D. Vance's rally. I met J.D. Vance. Had a couple. Great man. It was like 3 miles at school here, Liberty High School. Common sense. God bless the 51st state, says the Canadian. I hear you. We'll see if that happens. God bless you, Joe. First of all, better man than I am, 100%. A 40-year-old veteran was fired today because he was black. I didn't hear that, Joe. I'm not saying it's not true. I like that one, Mark. Yeah, Paul, I was at JD Vance's rally, and they handed. That was nice. That got my attention. Yeah. All right. I hear you, ABC. Yeah, bring it back, Mark. I hear you, Stephen. Nicholas Press. Absolutely, Whiskey Tango 1950. Yeah. Commons, I mean, really, it is, right? And that freedom of speech, I mean, what did Lori say? Shop was awesome. I mean, if you really think about it, it is just common sense. And I think that's what happened to the Democrat Party as well. I just went a whole nother direction, you know? Yeah, I went to Trump's rally, too. I went to 2 rallies. One, I couldn't get in. The other one, I did. Great rally, Trump rallies. It was amazing. At least I thought it was. It was great energy. Nobody really got out of hand. Maybe 1 or 2. When I say out of hand, it was nothing. Just good rally, fun, common sense, right? Bullets 408 says Project 2025 is common sense, huh? The Democrats lost when Johnson was president. They stopped being middle class. Interesting. Good comment, Mark. Yeah. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I was trying to get 100 likes, but I got my wife in there and her cousin, and she's off to another place, another state for a day and then back. So I'm going to wrap things up. I'll read a few more comments. Thank you so very much, moderators, for being here. Mike M. and Crystal. Janine, thank you so very much. If I missed any of the moderators, Lori Wagner. Sorry, Lori. You just came up. I forgot you were on. It's been a long day, guys. Thank you, Lori, for your support. And my internet just went off and on. So, yeah, have a blessed night, Lori. I'm glad you're doing well, you and your husband. If I missed any other moderators, my wife. Mark, thanks for all your comments and all your support. And Richard with his donations today. Maribel's going with her cousin. She's going to Arizona, Sedona, beautiful Sedona, to see the church there and for a day and come right back. And I will be out there feeding the homeless tomorrow, and then big on Sunday. When I say big is when we hit like a whole different parts. Anyhow, that's what we do on this channel. Okay. Shout out to Aaron, who's behind the scene. And God bless you, Lori. Sorry, I hesitated right there. Shout out to Aaron, who's behind the scene, who's a big donator too, who helps out this channel and gets the if, ands, and buts. Let's just say that. So, all right, Jesse. All right, guys. Say thank you so very much. Thanks for all your support. Appreciate it. Make sure if you go on to the next live stream, if you liked our content, hit the like. I'm sure they would appreciate it, him or hers. I'm on here. If you're new to the channel, thank you for liking, subscribing. We do help out the homeless as much as possible. 100% of the donations go there, and the memberships as well. Appreciate it. Everything you guys do. We will be live tomorrow. I just don't know what time. Might be a little earlier tomorrow. Make sure, like Crystal says, you have that notification set, not just for this channel. Paul, thank you. It was a pleasure going back and forth. Appreciate you, Paul. This cannot happen without people like Paul, the moderators, my wife, and everybody else, Aaron behind the scene, and this, that, whatever. We're going to continue to our success, because it is really about helping out when we can, and you guys interacting, becoming internet friends, and hopefully I can meet a lot of you like Dizzy, Lori Wagner, Mike M. Hopefully I can meet everybody. I know it's impossible, but it's great. It's great to get away from a little bit of that and come on live once in a while. But remember, it's a fine line. You know, we don't want to get hypnotized too much online. Just my opinion. Make sure you do spend time with your family and your kids first before you come on to Sal's live or anybody else's live. But I do appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Be good to somebody. Say hello to somebody. High five, fist bump. We're out of here. God bless. Great comments, guys. Buonanotte. What buonanotte, Steve? I get going. Buonanotte. God bless. Ciao. Good night, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Help this channel out. Thank you so much, guys. God bless. Thank God Crystal's son's doing good. I'll be right in, Maribel. Thank you, guys. God bless.